Devil in the distractions. Dominic was waiting for the food that he had ordered, and it was a miracle it didn't have to be ordered yesterday. It was taking forever, and it wasn't because they were busy. It was past peak hours, and Dominic was getting a snack after his lectures of psychology. The problem wasn't the timing, but lack of professionalism on the parts of the workers. Every worker was on their phone and reacting to some YouTuber named Dopa Drought, a faceless channel made with short memes and videos that are tanking people's attention spans. A phone has been turned from a tool into a drip feed of dopamine. As a psychology professor, it made Dominic sick. The food was put out, and Dominic was waiting while the worker was lolling over a video instead of handing him his food. He sat there and gave him the time to do it, but the young worker was obsessively transfixed on his phone. Furthermore, he started tapping his foot and checking his watch, but he had that look of a cat looking at a doorknob with no key. Dominic had had enough and said a little loud with, "Can I have my food now?" At this, the worker looked up with an annoyed look and rolled their eyes while he handed me my food. Dominic took his food after the death glare and walked, thinking how he can't wait for the robots. They don't have an attention problem. Dominic is walking to his apartment and is trying to get home when he comes onto a sad scene. The scene is a small car crash, but the scene going on right now really bewilders him. There are two men, and I assume they were yelling before how each one was on their phones, but it involved in just more screen attention over Dopa Drought. They were going over videos while their cars were totaled, and thankfully it was just a rear end on some side street parking. It is the intermission of the play we partake in society. They are just flubbing their lines. Maybe this is the best way to placate a lot of problems in the world. Just make addicts and just don't stop the tap at the source. The next stop is onto the bus, where he has faced his most dangerous foe, the distracted bus driver. It is being piloted by a young man who's on his phone and is on it at every stop, listening to Dopa Drought the whole time. Dominic hands us his pass to the driver, but he isn't paying attention, barely acknowledging his presence. "I would like you to punch my pass for the pass." Dominic says to get his pass punched, but the driver just laughs at him, putting his phone saying, "Hey everybody, look at this jamook, and I bet it makes the Dopa Drought challenge from front page." The young driver opens his hand to take the ticket and has his phone in his other hand, filming Dominic the whole time. He hands her the pass, and the bus driver takes it, saying, "Welcome everybody to the most boring thing in the universe." This makes the driver's phone make some noise and gives Dominic a thumbs up while giving him his pass. This makes Dominic go to the back of the bus, wondering where is it all going. We human beings need attention and things through is how we have dominated the species, but this seems like the twilight of mankind. Furthermore, Dominic has studied the human mind and his workings have shown how much of a glass cannon the brain truly is. It can do wonders, but what distracts destroys, the brain being very susceptible to this manipulation. This makes him depressed, and he wonders what he do to combat this. He takes out his phone and thinks that maybe one video can't hurt. A voice speaks into the void and says, "Thank you all for your watching Dopa Drought. Remember to like, share, and subscribe." The YouTuber, Dopa Droughts, stretches in his chair and congratulates himself on a job well done. He has made an addictive channel and is raking in everything he needs. No more being homeless and hungry. Furthermore, being a creator is so powerful and spreading my videos to all beats a wage slave job any day of the week. The best thing about all is the small price to pay to my benefactor, my soul. Nobody gets where they are going alone, and teamwork makes the dream work after all. He has a MVP for a teammate, Lord Distractokika. He's an eldritch horror with infamous titles such as the Sultan of Subjugation and the Conqueror of Concentration. He has united whole civilizations with distractions. It is the greatest of honors to be his herald of hindrance, to stop any and all progress in its tracks. His great plan is to take the desire and dreams from all the people in the world, to stop boredom and make him the center of the universe. I'll help him by being his greatest disciple in the brainwashing, and he's getting the spaces in between for his Lord's goal.